Welcome to the Mindstorm Productions podcast with your hosts, Mindstorm and Auntie Ange.
I do when I'm playing games, but not when I'm sitting doing the podcast.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Did you hear me moaning? Well, not moaning. I was saying that
Auntie Ange doesn't like my gaming chair.
I like gaming chairs when I'm playing games. I just don't like it when I do the podcast because I feel tiny and sunk in, you see.
Well,
But when I'm playing the game, I'm like, oh, but I haven't played a game for ages. Hello, everybody. How are
Nick says bad boys waiting hailstorm and Auntie Ange. So I had a bit of a hiccup then.
How are we all doing?
Still eating my dinner.
I've had to leave mine.
I've had to wolf mine down. It's killing me.
It's a tikka pork chop, and I had mine with jacket potato, and he had his with pasta. So
I like pasta.
are you still going to eat it?
Yes, of course I'm going to eat it.
I've left mine on the side. See, it's monk.
Let's have a mukbang, guys. We'll get right close up to the camera. Get the plate involved.
You can get a bit of the pork on there.
Yeah, that's the
So,
point.
yeah, how are we all doing again? About the 10th time I asked. Anyway, I launched my Auntie Ange Agony on Monday, and I've got it already prepped. What I'm going to do about tomorrow, and you've got to help me do my notes again, so to get the screen and everything. And then in the week, I'm hoping to do mini clips for YouTube as well.
You know, you can prepare your notes this evening, right? They'll still be
That's
there
what
tomorrow.
I just said.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I just said I need you after this.
I thought you were on about
prep.
tomorrow.
No, prep it already. Oh, I've got the cups now. Ready for tomorrow. So,
Fair enough. Yeah, so Auntie Ange, you did your first stream, didn't you?
I did. So it's true. It was about relationships, because I find it when couples break up, you know, or the bloke goes off with another girl, the girl. Actually, go and look at my YouTube. I'm not going to tell you. Go on Auntie Ange, Agony on, subscribe.
I should probably link it, shouldn't I?
Subscribe to me. And then
don't link it.
recommend me to your friends. Because I even got a funny bit in there for the men.
Go on, keep talking about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it. I just got a funny thought for the men, which I'm going to do on a mini clip and say to the men that, what do you call it? You know, when you go round, because the couples are split up, really be really nice to the woman, because, you know, he's left her for another woman. So that means, boys, she is single. She is on the market. And regardless that you're friends of them, don't worry about it. Did you know many years ago, when I used to live in Stafford, there was two neighbours, and she left her husband to run off with a neighbour, and the other two then got together.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So, yeah. So, it happens. You know, when love strikes that Cupid. Dong! You know. So, it all goes on. So, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I've jotted my notes down. I've wrote notes and short clips. Called it short clips in my notes in my pad.
Mm-hmm.
To do some short clips as well. So, we'll do a couple of them tomorrow. Get them up and running. Get the other ones up and running. Quite looking forward to tomorrow's podcast. I'm going to talk about social services tomorrow. But also the 3 W's as well. 3 W's and social services. Because that happens a lot as well when you break up.
He's fidgeting.
He's got a fidget. He's got a fidget. He's after that. That's what he's after. Mate, let me have a piece and then I can have the shits. The trotter-rotters. I want to eat that so I can have the runs. And then Mum won't be happy because there'll be mess all over her lounge floor and the carpets. That's it, you abandoned me. We've got a skinny dog and a fat dog. So yes,
I took
that's...
Star out for like a fast walk today, so she would try and start losing weight.
And you'll also find my Auntie Ange useful tips as well. That's been on there for years. So please join that and subscribe to that as well. I'm going to upload, getting into what this loads.
Now.
Oh, it's life hacks. Sorry, life hacks.
Auntie Ange life hacks.
Life hacks.
Need
It's
to get
been up
that
there.
going again.
I used to have brunette hair then, and you see me. The only downfall of it, I don't look like I'm smiling.
Need to smile more.
I do want.
But then again, you weren't used to being in front of a camera, but now you are.
Yeah, I think I was concentrating as well, didn't I?
Yeah. The concentration
Actually,
face.
We can do some fresh ones, aren't we? And then, because we are moving, we decided, haven't we? No, actually, I decided and told him
I don't know what you could...
that I'm going to decorate some of the rooms, and you got to then film little clip hits. So we're going from this really look to making it look lovely.
Be lucky she's lucky I don't charge her for the service.
You're lucky you got a board over your head for free. I don't charge you for this office room, do I? No. Well then, be nice. Touche, isn't it? Touche. And it must be sad for people trying to get one over on me and it always backfires on them somewhere. I am a rotten mummy.
I think the amount of times I've helped throughout the life, I think I've owed my debt and more so. I think I've got credit for the debt I've owed.
Excuse me, who taught you to use a knife and fork?
Me.
Who taught you to walk?
Who taught you how to stream and use computers?
YouTube if I needed to.
They don't teach you as good as I would.
So anyway, I don't care. Just do yourself.
You wouldn't be doing your stream if it wasn't for this.
No, excuse me. I have nagged you for a long time that I used to say, put a camera up and watch us watching a film, because look at that thing you put me through with that Gordon Ramsay thing the other week on my face. That would get you loads and loads of views. But no, you ain't listening. I said like Google Box. We should do a thing like that. Goggle. I never say it right. Goggle Box. I said to somebody Saturday morning, I went to say, do text me, but I went, don't text me. And he went, don't text me. I was like, no, I meant, do text me. I did that a few weeks ago, didn't I? I said about tea cake, and I called it something else a few weeks back when I went for Morrison's breakfast. There are other cafes out there. But yeah.
You're a dippy mare.
My words come out back to front. I am what I am. You know what they say? You say it on the tin. I am that. I say it's on the tin. Can you hear the other one talking in the background? How rude. He knows we are streaming. How bloody rude. He's got a band name now, hasn't he? Go and tell him what his band name is.
Decaf Mechanics.
Decaf Mechanics. And we like what one of the lads drawn, aren't we, as their symbol?
Yeah, we like the symbol that
but they're not too sure, but this one's done some little magic.
Done some special thing for them.
So, well, he's proud, isn't he? Your baby brother's proud of you. So we're just now waiting for feedback from the bands, aren't we? So we'll get the feedback from the bands, and then... So, yes, look out for
Decaf Mechanics.
Decaf Mechanics.
So far, the only page of Nova that they got is Instagram.
Yeah, but it's still early days.
Still early days.
So get your Instagram account. Look out for Decaf Mechanics.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to...
If ever helps, just think of like decaf coffee.
Decaf Mechanics. Decaf Mechanics. That's my boy.
I think he's on a call.
Yeah,
Not going to
I know.
purchase. On the website. Oh, that's a good point. I could do that.
Thank you, Pitybug. You look after me,
Put it
don't
on
you,
the
darling?
about page.
You look after me. Somebody needs to say he's not the only one. We have Pitybug. Did you enjoy watching it? I believe you watched my Auntie Ange Agony art and stuff. So yes, it is a bit of a serious side for me, because I think when people go through a nasty bad patch, you need some guidance from people.
You're
not
the more
everybody...
serious person, aren't you?
I do have a lot of people come to me about their problems, yeah. But nobody seems to come to me and go, well, I've got a problem, I've finished my problem, can we go for a drink now? Let's have a bit of fun. They sort of like dive away from that bit.
The channel is on the description right now, though. So you might need to refresh so you get the new...
I've had 11 views, haven't I?
You have. So it's pretty alright for your first time.
Hopefully more. It's ideal then, because somebody will go out there and experience it, or they're not alone. And I like the way I point out, you know, you are frightened, you are scared, it is not nice. So acknowledge people's feelings.
Yeah.
So I hope you liked it, Pitybug.
He's lying his head. He's resting his head on the star while he's standing up.
No.
He's a dippy dog.
Shall we get the camera? Oh, would that irritate the camera?
No, not really.
Shall we do it?
Yeah, go on.
Come on, look at this. Come on.
Oh, he's moved.
Yes, put his head back in a minute. Come on, put your head back. I bet everybody's going, can we sit
Nah,
down?
he's not doing it now.
I bet everybody's thinking, can we sit down here, Cleveland? No, you can't. Oh.
So rude. You're so rude-minded, Auntie Ange. So dirty-minded.
I'm not. It's true, though.
Come here, little Blue. I'll support him. I think he just wants something to rest on. Oh, there we go. Oh, my little boy. Hello. Yes, hello. Hello, thank you.
Anyway, yeah, so that's that bit. My Auntie Ange, Agony aren't. So, they are, Rick, look at it.
It's been a bit hectic around the house, hasn't it? Because we're preparing boxes and stuff to move.
I went off into town tomorrow to grab some more boxes.
I've been clearing some space in the office, mainly so I can put some gear in there because, you know, something is coming. We're doing a lot of work and preparation.
See what I have to put up with. See what I got to put up with.
It was so serious that you looked like a different person in the video.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. But then I always look different anyway. No matter, even in my photographs, I never look the same.
Hey, Creepy Walker, how's it going?
Hello, Creepy Walker. I have photographs of me. Some photographs I actually look manly. There's a photograph that Katie took of me many, many years ago, and I went, "Oh my god, get rid of that! I look like a man." Then I went on a hen do with a woman called Tracy, and there's me with my pixie haircut, and I look a man again in the background. And I realised I was talking to a friend last night, if I wear a woman's jacket, I look kind of manly in a woman's jacket. But if I wear a man's jacket, I look quite girly. So, shop off women's coats, I'm going to stick to the men's. So, yeah, I'm going to start getting some things and hopefully sell them through bits and bobs.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been boxing everything up, haven't we?
Yeah, sold my cars, haven't I?
Yeah, we finally sold all the cars. After we've been spending ages trying to sell like our cars. So mine had to go for the scrap, didn't it?
Yeah. We should have recorded that when that went up on the thingy. If anybody watches earlier clips, you'd have me talking about it. Because it kept dying, the battery did, and I couldn't believe it because the car was the first car to go up on the high.
On the big lorry, yeah.
And he just
reversed it up in speed, didn't he?
Yeah, I know. I was like,
I know. He just went for it.
I know.
And then because we had Paul's car, didn't we?
Yep.
And we couldn't get rid of that. Like that was quite funny because somebody knocked on the door and inquired about that. Didn't they? Yes.
I think if he didn't do that, I would have phoned. Well, we started looking in Acorn, didn't we?
Yeah,
we started Paul mucking me about with it. Bless him.
But
then
someone came to the door, and we arranged to sort out for that one. That went.
And then I took a budget for instalments for the red car. That went.
Yes, you did. You sold that one.
And then finally
sold Callum's old car. He's missing that car, isn't he?
I know. Yeah, but you got it though. It's quite funny because when we were talking about it, I said he couldn't put room in the boot for his guitars, and you said yes, yeah, could. And because I was thinking 3 or 4 guitars, and you went, no, Mum, it was that one. So I said, oh right, and of course the bloke was there. I said, I must have got it wrong then. Got myself mixed up. Because we had the other car there, didn't we? Because the battery broke.
Yeah.
Flat battery, and then. And I said, oh, right, okay, I got myself mixed up then.
Yeah, you got mixed up.
He says, I'm having the car. And I tell you, within an hour and a half, he was back on the phone. I'm coming for the car now. I think it come for it before we changed our minds.
Yeah. It's because you thought that the boot was small, didn't you?
I didn't think it could fit his guitars in, yeah.
And I was just reassuring you that it was a nice, spacious boot. Because the guy checked it out and he looked quite impressed with the boot, and it is normally something can fit his stuff, and he just couldn't because he had a job. He didn't have a job at the time.
So that's all done. So that's all sorted out.
Yeah, and I think it's because of the realization, like, oh, he does have room, and then it was probably like, oh, I've got to get the car before we change minds.
Change his mind. Yeah. So I'm going to now sell a few bits and bobs now. So we can get ready to downsize on. I pulled all my picture frames off the walls today downstairs.
I'll be sharing a desk with you, wouldn't I?
Yes, we are. We've got to go.
Because if I'll be having Callum's big ass desk, because we technically designed that to fit 2 people on.
Yeah.
So then I could have my corner. You can have your side of the desk, and
I've been offered a job.
Yes,
but it's only 5 hours, which isn't enough. No, I haven't heard anything.
Maybe you should give him a call or something.
No, I've got to wait till they go to. He's got to tell me he's going to contact me back because it has to go to another 2 people as well. Because there's 3 on the committee.
Okay. Do you want to give him a little courtesy text or something, just to let him know you're still interested?
I've done it all.
Oh, okay. Fair enough
But
then.
I've got to wait to hear from them now because he's got to ask them, which is irritating because I said to my friend last night, I haven't heard anything yet. But then think about it, it was Wednesday when I got approached. So
It's been a very eventful week, hasn't it? Like a lot's
I've
been
not
going on.
stopped this week.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you want to talk about your protest? You did a protest, didn't you?
Again, I said one. I think I did one a while ago, didn't I? At Cherry Hut, top houses going up there. So there's another one at the Corey today, and I went back there again at 11 this morning.
This morning?
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock this morning.
Bloody hell.
Protested, putting houses there. I just think Stamford's got too many houses now.
Like, there's too many houses, not enough green.
Oh, we're so medieval here that the roads aren't designed for it, even on this estate that's new. So yes, but then I've also been a little monkey because I also protest for freedoms, and again telling people to change thingy. Protesting achieves nothing.
You have to. Well, I wouldn't encourage that.
Violence normally comes from undercover coppers.
Yeah.
They start it up.
Because they do it because they want to devalue your protest.
Personally, what I would do is demand an election. That's what I would have done with all this passport plov. I would have demanded
the way I see it, the moment you get violent in your protest, the
You've
more
lost.
it devalues it. Like, because I've seen a few violent protests, and it's like, well, I don't really support that kind of thing because
and you've got to remember
done that.
all the insurances and everything suddenly will go rockety sky. So companies
and it doesn't
things
just
like
affect
that,
companies; it affects everybody.
Because then they will go sky high. That will then come back onto what we call us the consumers, and then we are paying out more. So barricading yourself into something is more, or chaining yourself to something more.
The thing is, the moment you you cause a huge problem to the people, they just go against you.
Yeah.
You want people to support you, not be against you.
Like we got the Extinction Rebellions or
Yeah.
something, and
And
they've stopped the M25, and some children have missed hospital appointments and their cancer and this that and the
Some
other.
people people having a stroke and stuff need to get to the hospital, and they prevented that. And all that does is just makes you look evil. It makes your.
But the problem is, what they were protesting against was happening. Installation in the houses. Well, the government are installation in the houses. You just got to remember.
And even then, you can just pop to the shop and buy some if you need it.
Yeah, but even though they're on about the houses, the government's doing it. But you've got to remember, the government has a budget, and each year they have to budget. And once they've spent that
But
budget, they've got to wait till next year.
Yeah, but also that there's nothing preventing you. If you really need it, go to the shop. You get it there. Because the thing is, the moment you become a problem for other people, like a big problem, like a minor inconvenience, sure, that's going to happen at a protest regardless. But once you become a big inconvenience for everybody, like nobody's going to like you, and then people don't support you because what you want supporters. The whole point of like a protest is to point out the issue, make yourself known, and then get supporters. Because once you get supporters, you become stronger. But if you get people
power.
again,
Because
power of the people. But the moment you get people against you,
it's like, okay, then this I go on about the truckers, but I know you don't like it. But because they're going along going freedom, it's blasé. Now, if they turn around and says we demand an emergency election, that's when the media has to take notice.
That's not true. The change situation, because you've done a few pretty peaceful protests, and you've fixed a few issues, haven't you?
Yeah, because you have to word things rightly.
Yeah.
If you
The moment you get violent, you've made enemies, and then you don't get the power of the people. You need the power of the people to help you.
And it's not just that, you've got to word things in a particular way, because like I've stopped certain things going on because it comes under certain sections. It's like, for example, there was some of the town council refused to fund a theatre group. Well, under I think it's 1969 or something, when the television come in, there was an act that was brought out, and an act is more powerful, that stops you from that allows them to have the full funding. So these are the things you have to look up, and people forget. France had to chop the king's head off to get power for the people. Yeah, well, look at it now, though.
Some controversial methods. Just as long as you're not making enemies with the civilians.
I agree.
You've literally got to get their support.
I can see your point of view with the French chop the king's head off, because that's why I'm laughing at the French now, because I can't believe they're allowing this behaviour. And the French normally, because we British, I don't know if you're in Britain, Tony B, or not, remember they go under we got the Eurotunnel, and the amount of times they go on strike at their end, we're like, oh, for God's sake, the French, the French at it again. Or we call them the garlic necklaces, are at them again.
There's also another thing, that there's quite a few protests.
So I'm surprised they do what they're doing.
Like, there's quite a few protests I've heard of, right? And the movement they want, I support, right? But the way they act, they become violent, they become a problem for other people. I don't support their protests. The thing is, like, because then all you've done, you've just made less people on your side. In order to gain votes, some women lit letterboxes on fire. Oh, dead, my only way to contact my family is on fire. Why is this happening?
That one's gone straight over my head. That's my blonde moment.
Oh, do you mean damn? Oh, damn, my only way to contact my family is on fire. Why is this happening? Oh no!
Dear.
Oh dear!
Dear.
You like that one, do you?
Yeah, dear. Yeah. Now we have the internet, but
it's like Extinction Rebellion. I like the environment. I like supporting animals and stuff like that. But I absolutely despise Extinction Rebellion. Right? Like. Because I'd be like, yes, we've got to plant trees, we've got to pick up rubbish, we've got to make sure we keep clean. I get really peed off when there's not enough bins anywhere. Like, I'll take a walk and I just see rubbish, and it's like, why aren't people carrying this? Why aren't people putting it in the bin? It's so stupid, it's so annoying. Why aren't there enough bins? There's no bins anywhere, yeah? But the Extinction Rebellion and all that, yeah? I hate them. I absolutely despise them because, like, just because of what they've done.
Oh, we were talking today because somebody said, because I said about recycling and stuff, and this we're on about the climate exchange. Climate
People
change.
Think that who hunt foxes need to be met with violence. I mean, like I get it, because like you know, people when they hunt animals for sport and like they get mauled by a lion or something.
I'm kind of sort of like on that one, because I feel it's a catch-22, because I do feel for foxes. I think the way they go about it is wrong. I think farmers should shoot them because they kill the animals, and they don't take the one, they kill the whole lot.
Well, they're saying hunt, that's different. That protecting your crops and hunting. You know, the people that are on the horseback.
Hunting, yeah, I know what hunting is. I'm against hunting.
Yeah.
What annoys me with hunting, right? The RSPCA, they have powers actually to stop them because it's cruelty to animals. Right, and animals is a word. I don't know what's the word I'm going to come out with. So dippy me, you know, all animals. So why are they not being prosecuted? Hunting. Why aren't they being prosecuted by the RSPCA?
Yeah,
that's what annoys me. They should be prosecuted by because the RSPCA has the powers. Remember, we were talking to a lady who groomed our dogs. Harvey grooming, and she said if her animal comes into her place, and it feels like it's been neglected,
she has to report it.
She has to report it. So why aren't these rich people on the horses
Someone's bribing
that
somebody
can afford all these fines? Prosecute them.
Bribery. It's like Peter as well. But I want to get back to that violence thing. So like people when they get mauled by lions and stuff. Is like no sympathy. So
oh yeah, them when they get mauled by lions. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? I love it when that's revenge.
Like other people violence on them, steer clear of that. But like, let nature take its course on that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying, huh?
I tell you what, it tickled me once. I was walking past one animal. I can't remember what it was, and I just turned around to it and says, "Look, I know you're in a bad mood, but please don't come anywhere near me." It's one of the wild animals, and you can tell it weren't happy. And I was quickly, "I'm not going to come anywhere near you," and you could tell it was staring at me.
It's
I told you about the spider once, didn't
I? Yes, I think you mentioned on the podcast. It's like PETA as well. They claim to be animal rights activists, although, like, we've heard much different that they've done to animals. But also, like, I love animals, cuties and stuff, and like, the whole world explodes.
Play.
I mean, no more humanity.
Hey.
I'm joking.
Play, what's that?
Detroit, it's a game.
And then to protest. Also, my philosophy teacher
oh,
was
no,
really
wait.
sexist during the talk about feminine. Oh, don't even get me started on sexism teachers and.
Once saw youth kick a hedgehog and hit him around the head. Give him a good slap. Give him a good slap, I'd say, because you know.
No, you have a point. Let nature take its course. The whole world exploited. I once saw you kick.
I once saw a youth kick a hedgehog and hit him around the head.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, like that's
That's
like,
fair enough.
Yeah, that's a bit of a slap, a bit of punishment, a bit of spank the bottom.
Well, nothing wrong with a bit of a smack the backside on the kid, or a
But yeah, like give him a good clip around the head, but like, hey,
clip,
no,
a good beating, yeah.
Rather than like pure
When
violence
I went to
people.
school, like, there was these two boys, and they told me that they were talking and they were setting cats alight. They were tying stuff to the tails and setting them up. I ripped 10 barrels of crap out of them. I absolutely
like that,
went
prosecute him.
mad at them.
He just keeps climbing on me. Do you want to grab him?
Do you want your mum? Come on then. I said to this one the other day, give me a hug, and he went like that. Didn't you? You didn't want to give me a hug. So yes, their two boys really made me angry when I heard they did that. I don't like anybody hurting animals, even though.
I'm not saying
They've
bad
had to
people
have
should
a
be
smack
bad
ball.
people should be punished. Don't hurt animals. Poor little babies. Poor little hedgehogs.
So anyway, yes, we haven't got enough hedgehogs in this country. We need them because they eat
I
slugs.
haven't seen them for a while.
When we move, I can't. I love to do a hedgehog house, but it puts me off because of all the fleas and I've got dogs. Because I would love to do a hedgehog house, and you can go in the corner of your house and you can make hedgehog houses for them. Because they eat all your slugs and that, and I hate slugs.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I was
dear.
just rotating the microphone. I've tightened everything lately, so it's a bit tough for me to move things around. If it came too loose, like my microphone will hit me in the face while I'm in the middle of a stream.
Oh, and I miss it. That's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I support people doing the protest because it is the point of freedom of speech. Your right to point out things that you dislike. Just like there's a line somewhere on like how much you escalate your protest. I say.
And like I say, if you're going in damaging buildings and stuff like
Burning
that,
places down,
you're
then.
affecting the small people again, and their insurances, and the insurance comes back through. It's like
Not all
many
of them
years ago.
No, because insurances actually have a loophole. They actually have a thing. Some of them have a clause that say they won't fund back when it comes to protest attacks or something.
Oh yeah. So not even sometimes some insurance don't pay out. Like many years ago.
But there's a line somewhere when you're
Shut
doing
up!
it.
Let me tell this.
Let
story.
me just get there first.
No.
Like yeah.
No,
Cause a
you're
bit of
selfish.
inconvenience. Cause a bit of problem. But like, don't make enemies with people.
No, you want the people on your side. People power. Right. Look at that though. When then somebody damaged my car, they put a flint through my window screen. Went straight to pour paint all over it, and they thought they were being clever. Well, it's not just that it's been clever. Doing that has made me claim off my insurance, and that then affects the street that I'm living in. And we moved out their street, and their insurances went up on their cars.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You're really thick. You're seriously thick." It's like when people go in the car and they're driving a car and they go, "Well, I've got insurance." Oh, duh. Yeah, but stop it, because yeah, you might have insurance, but
It's gonna
come back at you. You know, somewhere along the line. And it's like, I mean, I'm like cars. I don't like cars with these 50 quid, 100 quid, bloody 400 quid lights, because if you damage them, it's going to come through the insurance company, because you're going to have to claim. That's what I'm saying. Go back to standards.
Says do the same to them. Plenty of hedgehogs around me, and they've given my cat fleas. Oh no!
That's why I'm trying to avoid the hedgehogs with my hand.
Could probably do something like maybe out in forests or whatever for a bit of fun, like little homes.
You need a certain dog collar. Get it for the cats as well. What's it? Amber necklace, and apparently it's something to do with the necklace that gives little tiny electric shocks through.
Static.
That's it. It stops the fleas getting on the animals. Yes. You haven't got yours on though, have you?
They've been alright actually. They haven't had fleas, and like
so far.
And like cooks, we've had blue for what, a couple of years now.
Could be. Yeah, we'll be 2 years in May. We've had you 2 years in May. Yeah, we have.
And I haven't seen, and we've had Star for quite a while, and I haven't seen fleas on her.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's a bit of segment. But today's only been. So, if we can do it, try and do it without it. Oh, and if you see somebody's kicking off one, you could guarantee they're an undercover copper.
Yeah.
Sociologists, because I used to study sociologists found that there's actually undercover coppers. And then I went on this, because I've been on the council, I had to go on this
They've been caught out a few times, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, I went on this terrorist course with the council, and this bloke stand up, and I like putting people in the places because I like to look at the big picture, both sides of the scale within anything. So, you know, if you go to a Muslim school, you go to the English school, whatever you want to call it, and talk about Muslims, then to me you've got to go to a Muslim school, talk about the English. You know what I mean? So it's that equalness.
Yeah.
And
just understanding cultures generally.
Okay, you said it better than me. You said everything better than me. So I go along skipping like the Morris dancers around the bush, around the pole, and you just go. So anyway, and I stood up and I said, well, it's like these protests that go on, you find that they're undercover coppers that set them off. And he got up and he was going, and I went, yes, you do. We don't like it. You might not like it, but you'll find those undercover coppers has done it because they want to arrest people.
Arrests generate money.
It does. Years ago, a copper, if you got a bunch of kids being into mischief, they'll just give you not actually slap on your hand, but off you go, flea in your ear. Now they get note of each child, because each child they report on, they get a bonus in their wages, and that is so wrong.
You know these things more because you're on the council, aren't you?
Well, I knew that before I joined the council because I watched. I used to do
it
a lot of research.
just confirmed what you said.
Yeah, but I do a lot of sadly a bit of research sometimes.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I haven't had anybody prove me wrong, so that's a bonus. Even though getting proved wrong a little bit by you once in a blue moon, but still. What else do you want to talk about?
I don't really know.
Protesting.
We've done the protest talk.
Moving.
Yeah, we're getting.
Auntie
You've been doing a lot of boxing. I got a few behind this screen that you could probably see with my shadow. I gotta fix the lighting here. I got a couple boxes, been putting stuff together, putting stuff away. and just organising a bit.
Yes.
You've done downstairs, moved some things around.
I know I'm gonna get in my bedroom. I'm getting small boxes tomorrow. I'm gonna go through town tomorrow. And put boxes in my car.
Much else for today. Well, how about you?
I don't know what you planned for the week.
Just carry on
I'm
organising,
grandma in a
preparing
minute.
things.
I'll feed your grandma in a minute.
Lovely. Emily's gift came, didn't it? I gotta take that to Emily.
When he's taking it to her, you're gonna have to show a clip of it. But you're gonna have to crop something in it though to show him what you've done.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
She's gonna hate me so much. I'm looking forward to bringing it to her. Like, it was meant to have come for Valentine's Day, but it came a bit late. It was going to come in March, but yeah, this is March next month. But it actually came a bit sooner, so yeah. She's going to get it sorted out, ready to take to Emily. Hope you like your gift, Emily. You're going to hate me.
I say nothing. Actually, what's it worth to keep my mouth shut now? Quick. What's it really, really worth so you can't mute me?
remotely cut the stream off.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So that's good fun. So I've got to do a little bit to it, haven't I?
I'll tell you what, because we didn't really talk much about Creeping Walker, what you said about the philosophy teacher. So
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, sorry. No, we can carry on now. We've got plenty of time. We
I
haven't
was
done
thinking
half.
that could be a topic for next week's podcast, maybe.
No, we can talk about it now. You'd mentioned it now. Why not now?
Okay. So,
Feminists get on my bloody nerves. They ruined
so you'll
it.
stream from a new. No, we're still here for a bit longer.
Yeah, we've got to put the paperwork in. Yeah, we've got to reply from the paperwork.
But soon I will be streaming from a new room.
We're looking about most probably over Easter break, aren't we?
Yeah. Which is April for us. In the middle of April.
That's all if everything goes right. It will be about April, so we've got another 6-8 weeks here.
I should have more space to do things a bit better. So.
And if you ever see a clip of me sort of like suffocating him in a pillow, you know he's really got on my nerves and I'm stressed out on my head.
While I'm in the middle of a stream.
So there you are, Tony B.
Auntie Ange...
A little bit of violence comes in there.
So, because I'll be desk sharing with Auntie Ange. Blue! He's sitting on the star.
It's so sad now.
Come here, you silly
dear.
boy.
So anyways, feminists.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
they
so
ruin
Creeping
things for
Walker,
us women.
what way have they been sexist?
Yes, come on then. Tell us what you think. I just find them annoying and I'm a woman.
The extreme ones.
Yes, I like a man to take me out for a meal. Obviously a woman has to take treat back, but I prefer when a man does. And I like a man opening the door for me. And the reason why I say they should take you out for a meal is because we're the ones who wash your dirty boxes and pants. And put up with your snorings and everything else. So I think just the odd occasional nice taken out for a meal and a bunch of flowers doesn't hurt.
Oh God, not this again. Go on. So let's hear about what your teacher did.
What does he mean? Oh God, not this again? Because we talked about it before.
Probably, yeah. Don't worry, it's fine. We're not going to talk about things like that.
Come on, I'm waiting. I need an answer now. No, boy, now. Come on, before I get the ruler out.
He's probably pooping himself now, like...
Get the ruler out. Slap his ass. Come on, I'm waiting. I need an answer.
You're an odd bean, Auntie Ange.
I am a bit beanie today. I've been in the fresh air. I think it sent me a bit loopy.
Yeah, it's getting warmer now, isn't it? I think spring's coming around the corner.
I know, it feels nice. Nice at 5 o'clock at night and it's still light.
Oh, little blue. Hello.
Yes, no, I do think that.
Okay.
And door opening. And not always give up a seat, depending on the one themselves, give up a seat.
I saw a funny video once. So this guy had this like blanket all wrapped up and he was cradling it and everything. And this woman gives up her seat for him. And you know, I think he gives her thanks or something. He sits down and then unfolds the thing, and it was just a sheet. That's all it was. There was nothing in there. All right, so let's have a look. She didn't do anything serious, but she always implies that with emphasis. Did you know the yada 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 women were murdered this year? She adds emphasis to the point where all the boys are uncomfortable. Okay.
Yeah. Like, what did we do? Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's sort of like, yeah. You see how they got murdered. I mean, they have said through lockdown, the violent relationships went up, didn't they? But then you saw a nice tweet that made me laugh. Because yes, violent went up in one way because under each other's feet. But didn't you say this or this tweet? Or was it on Reddit or something? Whatever you end up doing, I don't know, because you do so
on
many.
The internet somewhere.
One on your internet somewhere, where a bloke says he was dreading lockdown with his wife, and that because he weren't getting on, and he never thought not wearing a bra. He says, and his love life went back to star rocketing again. So, of course, she didn't wear a bra to go out with, so she sort of like we women do at 10 o'clock, I do at 10 o'clock at night, like, oh, heaven.
Could you just like waited till I blasted something in my ears first before you kind of say stuff like that?
what sort of... So obviously she's walked around braless and he's gone frisky. Oh, dear me.
Yeah, like...
I think he's done certain coding.
Yeah, he's a little character. Yeah, it's kind of annoying when they're trying to lump you under the blame. The thing they did a long time ago I hated was the whole, was it M&M's? It's like, here's a bowl of M&M's. Because you know when people are like, well, not all men do that, yeah?
Yeah.
So then they try to, oh, well, here's a bowl of M&M's. One of them is poisonous. Go ahead, eat the M&M's. The idea is to say, well, you're all lumped under because one of you is poisonous.
Yeah, but it's not true.
That could be used on anything. Like, there's a lot of stereotypes I could probably bring up with the bowl of M&Ms, but like, oh yes, well, bowl of M&Ms.
There are some lovely men out there, and I will vouch for the lovely men.
And I hope I can be seen as a lovely man. Emily will have to back me up on that one.
Right. You'd be waiting forever for her to back you up on that one. Damn, she hasn't responded. Does that say you're not? You failed. You failed as a man. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, and I can see some men's point of view when they hate women because of their mothers, but don't do that.
Some of them are like that just because they get rejected, though. You know, we call them incels. Yeah.
They're sort of like, I'd actually feel sorry for ones that haven't had a nice mum.
Ball of M&M. they're chocolates. So it's an M, the letter M, with an and then a letter M.
I like that.
Things only men understand. Cheeseburger, monkey, apes, Clash Royale, trying to understand clues women give.
The hints.
That's why I say
That's
to
a
people...
good idea when I do my next one. Not this Auntie Ange this time, next one.
I say to people, don't give me hints. Just tell me things. Because, like I don't want... Because if I think it's a hint, but I could be wrong, I don't want to take the risk of doing the hint. So I just say to people, just tell me blatantly. Because I dare not take the risk. Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of annoying. Like, we shouldn't be, like, lumpy, like...
I'm quite funny because I turn around and if I wanted to send a hint and I wanted something, I say, take the note, that's what I want. That's how I do it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing, like, you know, don't... It is a bit dumb to lump people into a general thing. I mean, I'd done it myself. Like,
Similarities.
I'd complain, but like, teachers and this and that. But like, there's loads of good teachers out there. As long as you recognise, you know.
The thing you do put in the same category is God, men don't listen. Men just do not listen, and men go in their own. Do you remember that time?
Oh,
right,
no, headphones are dead.
Do you remember that time when you was in the lounge years ago playing? I had my friend around my house, and she was trying to earwig on your conversation, and. Because you're playing on your games, you've got these headphones on, and she sat there, and I knew what she was doing, so I just carried on letting her earwig, and I watched TV, and then she went, "Oh my God!" I went, "Have you finished earwig?" And she went, "Yeah." She says, "They just talk about games." I said, "Well, what's you expecting them to talk about girls?" And she went, "Yeah." I went, "No, they just men when they fix on something, that's all they talk about. It's like when you go racetrack, and you see them at the racetrack." And then they sort of like, all they do is talk about cars. I mean, it's the only place a woman could walk around naked and they wouldn't get any notice. I said that to one of the lads. I was standing there and listening to him talking for ages. And I went, do you know what? I could have walked around here topless and not one of you lot would take any notice. He went, go on then, Angela, we dare you. I sort of like backed out of that dare.
You know what's funny when I see is because like some feminists, they complain about, you know, like, oh, why do men get to be topless and we can't? And the men are like, we're not stopping you. Be topless if you want.
Yeah, but when I went to on holiday with my friend, we went to Tenerife for my 40th, right? We're sitting there looking around and she pointed out, she goes, what is it? The blokes that have got the beer guts and the horrible figures got all topless, and the ones that most probably got a six-pack and a bit of, whoa, are all covered up. We were gutted. I was like, oh, yeah. nice bodies because it's nice under the t-shirts. You know,
Oh, yeah, like Muslim men, they love to wear the tight t-shirts because it shows off
but on
the body.
holiday they could just walk around without it on. You know what I mean?
Just give you a quick licking.
I know. Mummy, let me lick it.
It's funny. I label my batteries with tape. Here, I'll show you. So you see, this one's got two rings on it. This one's got one, and that's so I don't accidentally charge a full battery with a dead battery.
Yeah.
That's my trick. So
That's got my life hacks.
yeah. So I use different tape colours. It's also with my controllers as well. Like I got double A's. Like my Xbox controller's a black strip, and my recorder, because they're the same batteries, but I use brown tape, so then I keep them all separate.
There you have it, boys. Did you know about that one?
So it's just because I was pulling the batteries out. That's
men
funny.
watching our podcast than women. That's
Yeah.
sexist. That is. That's sexist. No woman wants to watch us.
We need more female representation. I'll just leave you
Women
on
on
it by yourself.
TikTok have given men so much hate to point, but all men are pretty much acting gay.
We're not.
Oh, well, ignore TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok's not. I mean, there's a lot of places that are filled with toxic people. It's just easy to ignore it. Focus on yourself. Enjoy your life. The positives.
I mean, there are nasty women out there. When I did this with my
Like literally.
when I did my Auntie Ange bit, and I said about the bloke, you know, he goes in there, intimidates a woman. I'm giving advice to a man: don't go in there to make one because she's now become single. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know this woman's come single. You can go back a couple of days later with a bunch of, oh, that's a good idea. Put that in my chocolate. Go back with a bunch of flowers and say, I'm ever so sorry what I had to do. You know she's single. She'll hate her father for a while, and then you just have to sometimes grin and bear a bit of moaniness, and then it'd be nice then.
But like, here's the bad people on both sides. Well, there's bad people in every spectrum of everything that happens. So sometimes you just gotta deal with it and carry on.
Don't take their bait and just, hey, that's what's on my podcast. I say, don't take the bait.
Yeah.
And just be you. And if you're a gent and a woman doesn't appreciate it, it's her bloody loss.
Yeah, I'm just.
You know, I went out with this bloke years ago, and he turned around and says, if I brought you some flowers, would you mind? I said, no, I wouldn't mind. Why? He says, I brought a girl some flowers on a date, and she says, I don't like flowers. And I'm like, well, when you got a woman talking like that, avoid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Creepy Walker sent this. I've seen this before because I have watched Family Guy.
Tyler, are you on your way to algebra?
Right here.
Hey, Tyler, are you on your way to algebra?
Yeah, I'll see you there.
You're awful!
The preceding joke was brought to you by men. Men, we don't know what we did.
I can tell you, he didn't ask to walk with her to algebra. Are you going to algebra? Shall we walk together? There you have it. See, I think that's the things I need to do with my Auntie Ange as well. Look, man, if a woman does that,
Literally, the whole world is sunshine and rainbows if TikTok didn't exist.
I'm going to have to look on TikTok and see what they're doing bad about men, and then try and promote the men a bit.
It's just both sides though. Like it's all a bloody nightmare on TikTok. I should show you some stuff. Oh, you're gonna hate me when I show you what. So if anyone watches Moist Critical, you'll know what kind of thing I'm gonna show it. It's that thing with the guys that were trying to look attractive, and it didn't work out. It doesn't work out. It's more cringe than anything. I'm gonna show you some horrible cringy stuff. So yeah, bad stuff happens. Don't let it consume you. Auntie Ange goes on TikTok and finds Mindstorm hanging joke.
Yes, I did see that. I was not impressed.
I'm the one that showed it to her.
Yes, I was not impressed.
And I'll do it again.
He does another one and I don't like it.
Which one?
I'm not saying.
I don't even know what you're on about.
Yes, another one I don't
Do
like.
you remember my Hail Satan? Hail Satan.
That
And
didn't bother me.
that disappeared, that did.
That didn't bother
I
me.
threw a thing into a fire and it was quite funny to see. That was when I was on Vine.
Yeah, well, that didn't bother me.
I don't know what else you're on about
Oh,
then.
I'm not telling you. I didn't like it.
Well, how
I
about you
didn't
whisper it to
like
me?
it. No, because I didn't like it, so I'm not reminding you. So anyway, right. I suppose we could wrap up and I go to and finish off my cold dinner.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got.
Did
stuff
you
to
know I
finish off.
haven't meant about cooking at the end? No, I'm going to.
No, because you've done it beforehand this time.
Yeah.
No,
now
you're
I've
just
got to eat
moaning about your cold dinner.
the cold dinner. Yeah, but I did that before when I went out when you was picking up Emily, and I went out for a quick Sunday roast, and when I finished doing the podcast, it took me from finishing the podcast, because I asked to bring it home in a doggy bag, from finishing the podcast till 10 o'clock at night to actually get round to finish eating that dinner. Oh dear.
Can't do
that's funny.
food being cold. It's got to be eaten.
I don't mind it.
I'm not really a big fan of.
Yeah, but
reheating.
when you've got babies under your feet, you're used to eating cold food. Like, you're used to eating cold food. It's really
Lovely.
cold out there. If we don't get any viewers next week, please don't sack me.
Just all the more reason to.
If everybody don't avoid it next week.
I'm like,
she's
oh
on
look,
your
Auntie
tab.
Ange, we seem to have lost all our viewers. Let's. I think we might need to let you go. Unfortunately.
You'll only bore them to death anyway. I'm the entertainment one here.
That's not a very good thing to say to your boss.
You're not my boss. Cheeky bleeder. That'd be Emily's.
Oh, I'm a boss
Right,
in one way. She's the secretary. Oh no, Mr. Mindstorm dropped my pen.
Could be done for something now. Evidence. So if I ever make
evidence, yes.
remove it, delete it. She slapped me. There's proof. Oh, dear. Right then. I suppose we best wrap up now.
Yeah, I gotta go charge all my batteries.
Oh, I've got to do reflexology on a friend. Just remembered. I told her I'd come round after my podcast.
Shock your memory back.
Oh God! Don't. What happened there? Be no memory. I've just been dust up. That's a good clue.
Like you'd be sitting in the chair like this, like.
Been dust.
And I'd just be like, see, Auntie Ange is still here. She's just a prop now.
Corpse.
It's like 2 weeks later, be like 2 weeks in the podcast, and I'll be there with a gas mask on, like, hi guys, how's it going? Mindstorm and Auntie Ange here. Sorry about the gas mask. There's just a bit of a weird smell in the room. Get a few months later, you just bones. Well, the smell's gone, guys.
And
But
the maggots have left. They turn to flies.
the smell's gone, guys. But Auntie Ange looks a little bit different. She's lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah. She's got no Viking arms anymore.
She's just bone.
Look at that! Look at that muscle there. Can you see that muscle? All right then. I'm gonna wrap up.
All right.
I'll just remember because I've got to make way to my friends.
Yeah, we're going to be busy. I'll get on with packing and stuff. I guess. You scared the dogs.
I've dropped my phone, and the screen's okay, so that's good.
Right.
Right then, we love you and leave you.
Cheers for watching.
Auntie Ange,
Subscribe if you haven't
tomorrow.
yet. Subscribe, it's free. I swear to God, if you don't, I'll come to your house. I'll get you. I'll get you.
The way the fuel's going, you've got no chance.
Yeah. It'd be cheaper to fly.
I'll get my broom out.
Um,
Toilet roll in here because the doggy likes eating them.
right, huge thanks to our awesome Patreon supporters. Got Caino, the VIP, L, Nggyunglydngraady, Pitybug, and Scary Mary. How about you support the Patreon at patreon.com/MindstoneProductions and be part of the Super 6.
And then become a Super 7. Right then, see you all
Succulent
soon.
7.
See you next week. If you want anything else to talk about, Creepy Walker, drop us a line in advance.
Drop us messages.
And I will
Tell
see
us.
you all soon.
Alrighty.
Bye.
See ya.
Don't wanna be ya.
Say that it feels right.